Hi guys, it's ArchieLuxury. Guys, I want to talk to you about David SW. David SW, David SW. Guys, if you are in America, if you are looking for a Rolex watch of your dreams, in fact, if you're looking for a contemporary modern wristwatch, I strongly advise you to look at David SW. Guys, don't play the dealer games. Don't bring in chocolates or Krispy Kremes for your dealer hoping to get a Rolex at retail. It's futile. Please, guys, save your dignity. Keep some pride. Go to David SW. I would highly recommend David SW, David SW. If you're in America and you're looking for a watch, go to David SW, David SW, David SW. Hi guys, I'm ArchieLuxury and welcome to the ArchieLuxury channel. And today guys, I want to tell you why the BMW 330i M Sport is the best car in the segment. I want to tell you why this car is absolutely fantastic. So guys, the segment this car exists in. This is a German luxury sedan. It's a four-door sedan, a five-seater. Well, you'd probably say four-seater in comfort, but you can have three in the back if you squeeze them in a bit. And this type of car itself there, this is in the Australian marketplace, this is a luxury, expensive car. The BMW that I've got and I've had for 9 months is a BMW 330 M Sport. Now, the car itself is 91,000 Australian dollars, which this car itself was actually, I bought as a demonstrator. It had 4,170 kilometers on the clock. And I paid $81,000 with tinted windows and also a 5-year service pack. 81,000. Now, if you want to convert that to US dollars, that is 52,000 US dollars, 52,000. Now, this car itself there, so we're looking at a car which is a executive saloon. In Australia, this is quite a good mid-size executive saloon. In England, it's considered quite large. In America, they're pushing it a little bit smaller just because of the size of the cars there. So this car itself, what makes this car so fantastic and why is it a class leader? Okay, so for starters, this car itself is a rear-wheel drive, front-engined car. So what that means is the driving dynamics is that the engine is in the front and it drives. It's got a prop shaft in the middle of the car, hence why front-wheel drives have more room inside them, which drives the rear wheels. Now, BMW has been very clever. They have perfected the balance and the dynamics. This car here, I believe, has 50-50 weight distribution, which is perfect dynamics. This means in a sedan itself there, driving the rear wheels, this is the ultimate driving experience. In fact, some people would say, well, what about quattro all-wheel drive systems, like, say, the Subarus, some of the Porsches and Audis? Well, guess what? The driving dynamic, they may be better in slippery condition, but as a driving experience, rear-wheel drive tends to be the most fun. Hence the reason second-hand Porsche 911s it's the rear-wheel drive versions, not the four-wheel drive versions, that are most desired. The driving dynamics, the best driving dynamics is a rear-wheel drive car. Now, that automatically, in this class of executive saloons, it crosses out the Audi. Audis are a front-wheel drive car. It also crosses out the Lexus ES range. The IS is no longer sold in Australia due to some stupid technicality. And the ES, well, the dynamics, it's a front-wheel drive car. So then we're looking at comparable front-wheel drive cars. Well, they're just going to suck in the dynamics. You want to go rear-wheel drive. Now, the other thing is with this car itself that I think is this is one of the last true petrol cars. It has no EV, no batteries to power the car. It has batteries, of course, to run the electrical system, but it's not an EV car. Unfortunately, the new Mercedes C-Class in Australia is a mild hybrid. It uses a petrol engine, gasoline engine, and a slight hybrid to give it a bit of boost. Thankfully, BMW, they do have a similar version called the BMW 330e, but I definitely wanted gasoline. I want a gasoline car. And that's what this is here. So basically, if you don't want any of the EV shit, you've got to get the previous model C-Class, the one my dad has. So what other cars are contenders? Rear-wheel drive, front engine. Well, Lexus has been crossed out. Mercedes-Benz is crossed out. There aren't that many competitors. And as much as I love Audi, the problem is front-wheel drive. And then you could look at some oddballs. Some oddballs would be the Alfa Romeo Giulia. And the Giulia indeed is a great car. Unfortunately, being Italian and having a shit dealer network in Australia, you'd have to have rocks in your head to even consider the Italian. Ditto Maserati. The Maserati Ghibli is a slightly bigger car that would compare to the 3 Series. And Maserati Ghibli is that they have in recent years completely gone bonkers, absolutely bonkers. A 6-cylinder Maserati now is about 180,000 Australian dollars. It is absolute lunacy. And the tricky thing with Maserati is a lot of the switchgear in the car is from Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge. So you buy a Maserati and a lot of the entertainment system is out of a Dodge Dart. Yes, indeed. So I've got to be totally honest with you. As far as a segment goes, the leader, the car that has owned this segment for years, has always been BMW. BMW started with the 2002 in the 70s, late 60s, early 70s, which then became the E21. And by the time the E30 came out, in the early 80s, it owned the segment. The E30 was the inspiration that Mercedes copied for the 190E. They copied the E30. In fact, do you remember the Maserati Biturbo? Well, that was an Italian copy of an E30. That's correct. The segment of compact executive saloon was owned by BMW. The only true contenders are, if we look at some offerings from Triumph, the Triumph Dolomite could be argued, but with British Leyland. Of course, they completely fiked that one up big time. So the segment itself, rear-wheel drive, four-door, 4 or 5-seater, it belongs to BMW. The big thing is, of course, is SUVs. SUVs, yes, the SUVs. And the reality is an SUV will always suck. Just like front-wheel drive cars will not have the dynamics of a rear-wheel drive car, an SUV has a higher center of gravity. Have you ever wondered why racing cars, Formula One, are so low to the ground? It's because they want a low center of gravity. Well, sedans are exactly the same. Comparing a sedan to an SUV, the center of gravity in a sedan is much lower. Therefore, better handling. They can go around corners faster. They can do fancy shit without the aid of computers. In fact, if most SUVs, if you turn the computers off, they would be a real dangerous pig to drive. The dynamics of an executive class saloon are such that you want rear-wheel drive, 50-50 waist distribution, and as low a center of gravity as possible. The BMW 3 Series fills that niche perfectly. And that's the reason this car really is the clear winner in this space. Clear winner. And I'm very, very happy to own this car. I love it. I love it to bits. I'm ArchieLuxury. Tell me what you guys think of that. Crappy interior. You want the bank vault. That is what you want, guys. That's what you got to get, guys. You got to have your watches. Man, you got to have them. You gluttony, consume. That is what you got to do. I'm your pontiff. I'm your Archibald, your Chesterfield. Tell me what you think, guys. And, guys, I will catch you in the next one.
Hi guys, it's ArchieLuxury, and today guys I want to show you a wonderful Instagram channel. That's right, an Instagram channel who's also a great fan of ArchieLuxury. father.time.luxury.watches. father.time.luxury.watches. This guy here combines photography with beautiful watches. Have a look here. Look at this. Very, very nice display of watches, and just in a great, look at this, his food with watches, his coffee with watches, just great photos, great watches, and a great lifestyle. Look at this beautiful cigar, and you can click on any of these pictures here inside Instagram and see the lifestyle. Look at this. What a wonderful way to enjoy a cigar. So there you go, guys. Check out father.time.luxury.watches. Father Time Luxury Watches. Check it out, guys. You will love it.
Hey, guys. ArchieLuxury on the YouTube sensation, the Paul Pluta channel. Guys, I need you to help me out, guys. I can't survive on Google Ads alone. I need you to request a paid review. $50 US, look down in the description, $50 US, I will review your collection. I'll tell you what I think of it, and I'll give you some pointers. The other thing is, guys, you can sponsor me on Patreon. Patreon allows you to pay a couple bucks a month, $1, $2, $5, whatever you want, and it keeps me going on YouTube because, guys, I'm in a niche. Nobody can make money out of the views I get. The views are crap, because it's a small specialized area, and I don't talk about garbage for the sake of views. Guys, sponsor me on Patreon, look down below, and I will see you in the next one.